toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Takes the easy one to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Guys, let's step back here and chat Virginia Tech. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen, gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Quick pass on the jet motion. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Looking to throw, it's Watson. Steps away. On the run, deep down the right side. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Power football with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Looking for room at the 40. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down. That time they were in their own territory. That took some lower intestinal fortitude.
It definitely did. And listen, if that's what you're going to be, that's who you're going to be. You're going to be that kind of offense and be aggressive, then stick with who you are. And apparently, nowadays, going for it on your own end, it really ain't nothing anymore.
Gets it past the marker. There he goes. Big run there. Gets it inside the 20, all the way down to the 14 before he goes out of bounds.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. Was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. They'll run it. It's Young. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yet, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Russell. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. Trying to surge it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown time.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Well, it's a nice-looking throw right there, and I'll tell you what, for Hokie quarterbacks in the past, it's not all about just hurting you with their legs. Michael Vick could kill you throwing the football. Tyrod Taylor could do it. How about this name? Jim Drunkenmiller. You just see him right now, dotting an 18-yard dig route. That's a nice-looking throw. That gives me some Drunkenmiller vibes, Pollock.
The Hokies will hustle to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Looking to throw, it's Watson. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Virginia Tech.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. They go to the wide receiver screen. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Here's the handoff. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Makes the grab. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On the ground, it's Young. Got enough for the first. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Alabama! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Pac-12 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and now it's a final. Louisville opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Pac-12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to the quarterback. Got his man down the middle. Flying out to the left. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. Looking for a man. It's Watson. Gonna take a shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Here comes the heat. Intercepted, and the defense is set up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. A first down run on the doorstep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Watson. Under fire. He's going to take off. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Got it inside the 10. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. Powers forward. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Moving out of the pocket. Takes a hit as he fires. Caught over the middle. It's Young.
That's why you got to study your playbook. For all young quarterbacks out there watching, you're not always going to be able to throw it to the intended target. You've got to know where your check down options are because you're going to get hit at some point. You've got to be able to get rid of it. Nice job understanding the playbook.
From the gun, running back on the move. Got enough for the first down. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy.
Breaks into the open. Got enough space. Touchdown, Bama. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Watson. Here's the pressure. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. He's at the touchdown. Crimson Tide. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Hokies moving quickly to the line.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
sticks on this 3rd and forever. Back to throw, it's Watson. Got a man, it's Wiggins. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Hokies getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Wants to keep it in the air. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a 1st down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. All that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the 1st half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Here's a heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep.
Man, college football is crazy. It looks like he's about to go score on this punt return. Instead, getting down inside the 10-yard line, he coughs it up. That is a play that could very well define this game.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown time!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. On the ground, it's Overton. Turning it on. Oh, what a cut. He's at the tip. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Back to throw, it's Watson. Sets up the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down. The Hokies are in the hurry-up. To the air on 2nd down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got it on a diving catch along the left side. And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was
and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Hokies.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just... In this drive, will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To throw, it's Russell. Looking left. Makes a connection. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Look out, he's got room. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Young. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Firing toward the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
On the move from inside his 5. And he's out of bounds at the 1-yard line. What a terrible decision and return there.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 1, and they need just a little space if they can find it. Fires to the right, and it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on 3rd down, now setting up 4th.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Back to pass, it's Russell. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Pressure coming. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. A designed run for the quarterback. That's just what the doctor ordered in the running game. He gets it out to the 16 before going out of bounds. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to throw, though. Has to be efficient against the clock. Complete downfield. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally scored. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Rush is on him. Finds a little space. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him to get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get...
He's going for it all. Got it in stride at the 15. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
I got to tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Virginia Tech, 21.
That deficit's still pretty big, and they'll try to get it right back and cut into it with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Young. Now the toss. There he goes. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. They're going to ride this running back. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Pucks it out of the air. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. The run from the shotgun. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his is mailed to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating them time and time again.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tosses to the quarterback. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And the Hokies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. They're working that left side. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gamble in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good... at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. They've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. The defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Russell. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a nice job by the quarterback there. Of course, he's right-handed, but there he is scrambling and rolling to his left. It's not easy to be accurate when you're doing it, but he's able to put that right on target for the completion.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown time! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Are you kidding me? I mean, that's really good defense to take away the pass and take away the big play, but the quarterback just makes absolutely something out of nothing, scrambles around, finds a way to get in for the touchdown.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Let's get out of here with a win. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it at the 30. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Hokies want to move quickly.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
Back to pass. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is 3rd and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more luster on that football. It comes up short. Got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a
deep shot for the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for. Going for it all. Touchdown, Hokies. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Looking downfield, it's Russell. They get to him as he throws. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
He wants to change this route. And back to the air on second down. He lost it high and deep down the left side.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterback.
It's a fumble. How in the world did the offense retain possession? The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Wants to go up top. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Obviously, this quarterback is a huge part of their rushing attack, and you've seen that early in this game. He's been very, very productive running the ball. Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes it's on scrambles like what you just saw. But with his speed, he makes it so difficult on a defense.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play with the lead. Take what the defense gives you and don't make mistakes.
Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
To the air, it's Russell. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama! Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of jump. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Back has it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Getting set for the point after.
For the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Air Force dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I'll tell you this. It sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good.
Gonna let it fly. Intercepted to stop the threat. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. On the move, he fires. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Russell. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Breaks into the open. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation that time. Saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted. Took his shot. He is in a groove.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look.
Here we go.
Snap to the back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. The give to the tailback. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Keep it on the ground. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play.
Football 7. Football. Okay, great. Here we go.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it. Turning on the Jets. The 10.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
So that's not exactly optimal as far as the defense starting a stand, giving up an 80 spot, now dealing with a 1st and goal. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
He'll toss it. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They're going to test the right side with this one. Turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Quarterback moving. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown time. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Arizona came through with a lunch pail, hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact, this wasn't...
And what a terrible play. You just can't run back into the end zone like that, and it's going to be a safety.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple of weeks, especially the next week in practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. And this is blown up, going nowhere as the defense was ready for the wildcat. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Escapes trouble. Still on his feet. He's moving out of the pocket. Lets it fly. It's caught downfield. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. They want that clock to run. Runs through a tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Had to throw it before he wanted. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Russell. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Makes the grab on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
Lost a fire on 2nd down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
Looking to throw again. Starting to feel a little pressure. Right, ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. He's going to let one fly down the middle. snags it inside the 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Good enough for a first down.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Wants to pass. Lets it fly. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from.
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Runs through the tackle. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
There he goes. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Quarterback adapting. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Trying play action. Escapes the sack. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He'll try to do it himself. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming.
At the 48-yard line.
It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're